Sarah Jessica Parker called out ageist misogynists who criticized her new movie Sex and the City Reboot. She asked her critics, what am I gonna do about this? Stop aging, disappear, or what? So these are very legit questions, and I will try to explain on this example what I'm thinking about ageism. So to add to this story, Sarah's co-star Kim Catrall chose not to participate in the movie production for several reasons, including that she has grown out of the role and now works in the US, where women her age are more accepted on television. And as I know it, Kim's still actively working because she has sorted out her priorities, where the job is, and who her target demographic is right now. So this is an example, since it's easier to grasp what to do when you are unpopular, rejected, or unemployed. As a result of aging, there is unfortunately less and less work opportunities for people. This is tough to swallow, but there are still ways to stay competitive on the market, and we will look at what to do if you feel ageist. I was going through a lot of job posting these days, and I noticed that they frequently imply that companies are only interested in young people. So there is a solid perception in the corporate world is that even though the management level may be well above 50, aging employees are perceived as difficult to manage, resistant to change, non-adaptive, technophobic, and less entrepreneurial. And putting the final nail in the coffin, employers' healthcare costs climb as companies' workforce ages. So therefore, layoffs and terminations are increasing among the elderly and leading to progressive unemployment. And the system works against aging employees. Once in my career, I faced reverse age discrimination. So my previous employers deemed me too young for a job. So I kept striving to prove I'm not too young to handle challenges and achieve business results. And I did it. So my first advice for anyone who is getting through an age discrimination at the workplace is to stay employed whatever it takes. You can replace someone temporarily. You can work on the side instead of being remote, because many young people are declining to go back to work, and you have to use it for your advantage. So the second recommendation would be, if you were previously unemployed, be prepared to accept a pay cut. Don't get me wrong, I support equal and fair compensation for equal labor, but you need to go back into the workforce ASAP, and employers don't want to pay anyone more than they are willing. But the only thing I want to reiterate is, don't appear desperate and focus on your capabilities rather than anything else on the job. Because the job market is kind of crazy right now and employers are not fully aware of it too, a skill gap is rapidly emerging between businesses and job candidates, and it affects all ages, not just those who are over 50. Recent graduates from schools who are tech savvy also lack many competences today that is needed for the businesses. However, the difference between fresh college grads and those who are unemployed and aged is that the knowledge gap is rapidly filled by taking more courses, online courses. Young people tend to watch more YouTube video tutorials. They join Skillshare or other educational platforms just to limit the knowledge gap. So as a result, competences are quickly gained and the gap is kind of decreasing. So as a result, of course, those people get hired in months. So if you've been unemployed or lacking knowledge, keep learning, even if you don't fully comprehend the material, and you will not anyways remember 80% of what you have learned. Just keep up with the latest trends in your field. Stop watching news if you watch TV every day. Nothing positive is going on in the world today. Believe me, you're not losing anything. Spend an hour a day instead learning new things. 1 hour each day multiplied by 365 days will give you 365 learning hours. So it's more than any college education can offer you full time. Now let's talk about how to pick an age-friendly employer. First of all, pay attention to the job description wording. Compare it to the company's website, and if they match, that's fine. Don't waste your time applying for jobs designed for a younger generation, because phrases like "come and join us if you enjoy working in a fast-paced, dynamic workplace with regular interruptions," and priority changes. But if you all love this and ready for this, come and join us. So this is for kids. Don't apply for this kind of vacancies if you are not ready to work with children. However, words like mentorship, retraining, and internal promotion prospects show that organizations desire to keep their employees, retrain them, and offer them cross-functional career transitions. So when you visit the website and when you see a multi-generational workforce and the company is proud of its inclusiveness, it's a very good sign and apply it to this company. Another way to evaluate if the company is age inclusive or not is to look at LinkedIn profiles of the people who actually work there. So for this, go to LinkedIn and find people who were previously hired, and you will be surprised, believe me, to see the picture. And in case you are still unemployed or you were unemployed in the past, so my advice to you is never to have a gap in your resume. So fill this gap with any freelance or contract job that you have done. So if you can make something with your hands, platforms like Etsy, Pinterest, People Pay Hour will let you reach clients without revealing your age. And Fiverr and Upwork are very good websites for this too. This is crucial not to leave any employment gaps in your resume because ATS software is harsh. ATS stands for Application Tracking System, if you don't know, and is used by over 80% of the organizations. It's aimed to weed out applicants who don't meet employment standards. Sadly, but recruiters use this feature to seed out applicants with work gaps. So never have them on your CV. And most importantly, polish your CV to perfection, making it concise but full of keywords. And also you have to prepare for a personalized cover letter, even if it's optional to send. So see how to write a cover letter that gets read in this video. You see the link on the screen. Finally, my recommendation is to start a blog. I know a lot of experienced content writers out there and content creators, and I'm fascinated with them. Jordan Peterson, clinical psychologist, YouTube personality, author, and a professor of the University of Toronto, is a bright example that you can share your knowledge at any age and be active and earn a lot of money out of it. So I personally also follow Peter CAPPELLI, a Wharton School of Business professor who has a column online, and I love it. I read it and I'm learning a lot from it. Start a blog. You never know what happens when your blog blows up one day online and you gain a huge audience. Last but not least, when interviewing for a job, watch out to give any cues to reveal your age or something that would make the employer eliminate you from the competition. So like the video, sub the channel, comment down below to share your thoughts. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.